Years ago, right at the beginning of my career at the WSB, I was involved in this op that got blown. The mission report exonerated me, as it should have, and it placed the blame on the person who had planned and executed the op.
As it should have?
Well, yeah, my opinion was yes, and it was the Bureau's position. At least it was at the time.
They changed their minds.
They did. This agent in question, Jameson Forsyth, he managed to make himself indispensable to the Bureau. So...
They buried the report.
They did, yeah. But I kept a copy of it, just for insurance, you know.
Right, just in case they tried to pin it on you.
Right. But nothing ever came of it, so I kept the report and I just put it away in this trunk that I had full of reports, and I was very fastidious about stuff like that back then. And I put it in storage in England where it remained for decades. And then a couple of years ago, I brought it out here thinking that I would go through the trunk and, yeah, I just never got around to it.
Well, you have been kind of busy the past couple of years.
I suppose. Anyway, when it was clear that I wasn't going to ever go through the trunk, I put it in storage here in Port Charles.
So, when your house burned down, was the trunk still in storage?
Yeah. So after the fire, I thought, oh, I wonder if there's something in there that could help me figure out who's after me. And so Robert helped me bring it to Max's apartment, and I went through it, and as soon as I saw Forsyth's name, I just knew it, you know? He would kill to keep that report buried.
I had no...
I took the report and a journal that I had supporting it, and I took it to show Robert. And he agreed with the theory. So then, when I returned to Max's, and I saw the door was unlocked, I thought, oh no, there's someone inside my home. Again.
And you thought it was Forsyth?
Yeah. And if it was him, he was there to kill me. So I just went through that door with my gun leveled and the safety off. And I saw a figure in the shadow. And I yelled, freeze. But they didn't, they turned. And they had what I thought was a weapon in their hand, and I fired, thinking it was him.
Look, I didn't... Do you think he's still after you?
I think he was.
Was?
Yeah. When I returned to Max's apartment after the shooting, someone had been there and they'd been through the trunk and they'd taken everything pertaining to Forsyth and the op. It was all gone. And shortly after that, Forsyth turned up in the Port Charles morgue. He was a victim of a hit and run. He was found on the side of the road, and there was no indication that the vehicle ever even slowed down.
Murdered?
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like. I bet you Forsyth died because of something that is in that report.